Good morning and welcome to another edition of What's Trending on the Perennials talk show. I still remain your host. My name is Chibike Israel, and with me on the studio I still have these beautiful and gorgeous ladies. Good morning, Blessing.
Good morning.
Good morning, Agatha.
Good morning, sir.
Alright, you know how we do it. We give you what's trending around the globe. And today on What's Trending, we have the first female unical SUG president appoints just 50 A's.
Wow.
And it has got the whole country talking. Why will it was an SUG president doing with 50 A's? It all points down to the corruption we are talking about. You know, if the president appoints his own A's, you know, the SSA, the whole A's, we'll be talking that these are ways they want to use and loot our funds. But now we have a student probably who should be in her 300 level or 400 level, and the first female, not even a man, has been appointed as the SUG president, and now she's appointing 50 A's. What is she doing with 50 A's? And these 50 A's, mind you, they are going to be receiving salary, right? And I believe that the SUG their salaries are being paid by the federal government. By the school. And if it's the federal school, the money comes from the federal government. Yes. I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about this. But now you are having these 50 A's who are going to receive salary under the SUG president. What are they going to do? It all boils down to what we are talking about. When we say our leaders are corrupt, we have our citizens. I believe this corruption starts from the grassroots. SUG is I think it's an avenue where we have young ones participate, practice, you know, what it's all about. Yeah. And now we have them. We have a lot of people saying they are learning from the top politicians, but it all is starting from you. Because you can't have this person who had this mindset of appointing 50 A's just as an SUG president. Because imagine what you would do or what you should do if she eventually becomes the president of Nigeria. Is quite I don't understand what's happening in
First of all, I don't have anything against her being the first female.
No, in fact, is something to be proud of. But now for her to appoint 50 is too much.
And it was approved.
I don't think
it has been approved.
I think
the name has been approved and signed and sealed.
I think I can support her. While I was in school, I'm actually not too into politics, but I actually always want to intertwine myself with political activities. While I was in school, I think I was in year 1 or year 2, there was this guy that was campaigning to be an SUG and was from my department. I was in year 4, I think I was in year 1 or year 2 there. So he was trying to rally me, tell me to gather people that will vote for him in our faculty. So I know how it works. It's not actually an easy thing to rule. School is big. If you're been in politics, you know it's not really a 1 or 2 thing.
I was also a DOS in my school.
I think people like her already have the money. She might not really be paying from the school government money or what she's getting from school. But she appointed people to make the work easy for her. It's not easy. At every sitting then, I think I was close to one of them, at every sitting then they will give certain amount at every meeting they are holding, all those people in that government. Yeah. There's a certain amount they get at every occasion. I think I had a little insight. But then people always complain. This one is happening, this one is happening. The SUG president cannot be everywhere. The same with the president cannot be everywhere. So she's appointing people that she trusts that can help her get the job done. As a lady, you know, they say ladies cannot really hold that kind of position. You know, there's always I don't know, society sentiment about it. So she was able to get in there with the help of some people, and she wants to make her name known. She wants to make sure the job is done.
By starting with appointing 50
people that she trusts that will help her get the job done.
There are other people who can also get the job done. You have the DOS.
Okay.
We have the faculty heads, because after the general SUG president, they will still have the faculty.
They have
faculty heads. Okay. They have departmental heads.
Okay.
So all these people, the head of departments they will have to be able to put together. The head of department will report to the SUG president. This is what is happening in my department. The DOS
head of department is elected to.
Yes.
By his own people. He did his own different campaign.
The head of department can also appoint his own ex.
Yes.
What we are saying that 58 is too much, because no matter how, even if she say that I'm going to pay for my own post, it will also be on the record of the school, of the government, that this 58
was appointed
they are going to be paid. They will be placed on salary, and those money still point out to what. And of course, now we have the youth in the street protesting for bad government. So my protest that they should cut down the salary of our senators. So my protest that they should reduce the number of escorts following our president. There was my protest that they should reduce the number of appointees with the president. And now we'll have a student who's also a youth. Probably she must also be among the protesting, saying that she needs 50 A's, and
she gets the job.
It has been approved.
I think I concur with you.
She should,
why?
as far as she gets the job done. She's a lady, so they will find every way to downplay her effort.
No. It's not about downplaying her effort.
I think she's also helping society.
How?
Yes. Because now I understand your point. I think she's also helping, because those people that she just employed now, they are receiving salary.
I didn't point out to what.
Yes, they are pointing it now. They are receiving salary.
It's not corruption.
If those people are not doing anything and she just appoints
we
them,
don't know. They are appointing them for a particular role.
You have different SSAs. You might even have an SSA to the SSA to the SA. You have a assistant to an assistant.
Yes.
You have what? And what is their job? They are just sitting there receiving salary. Now, you point out to what the only thing I can take into this, and which also I can take into the general national government, is that I believe that these people that come out for campaign will come out and say there are cabals.
Exactly.
There are cabals that say, okay, Agatha, we want you to be the SUG president. And these cabals will have people who say, okay, I might come out and say, Agatha, I'm going to give you, to my department, I'm going to give you 100, 200 votes.
Yes.
And in return, I need you to appoint so person as your aide.
Okay.
I will bring out about 10 persons that I want you to appoint.
Yeah.
You bless will come out and say, okay, Agatha, from my own faculty, my department, I'm going to give you 500 votes. Alright? So, and in return, I need you to give me I need to appoint these 15 persons as your aides. Now those 15 persons will now be the one to go to the street, to the hostels, to bring up that are going to vote.
Yeah.
And so now she is, for her to return the favor, she will have to appoint these people in power to return the favor. And this is how it grows to our government, to national government. This is how it grows. And you find out that people now, the money that was supposed to be used to place things in order, to repair school furnitures, to paint school buildings, do the stadium and do other things will now be used to pay SSAs. What are they doing? 50 years, come on, it's too much. It's too much. And this is what has grown into, because many people grow, they become politicians.
I wish she can release a statement and address the issue. I actually want to hear from her what she has to say about the reason why she appointed. I want the reason behind it. I'm still standing on the motion that she is doing it to be able to get the work done. Yeah. It's not easy.
And apart from that,
you know how many faculty, how many departments are in one school that will have one SUG and other people that will be elected that might totally be against her. So she needs people that will be with her and support her to get the work done. Even I will agree with her advice, but other people were also elected.
50 is too much.
Treasurers.
Yes.
50 is too much. For an SUG president, 50 is way too much.
I think after now, I'm going to follow this scene up and look
I don't think that she has come out to say anything. But I believe that people will be expecting, because it's a trending news now for it to be all over the internet. She has to come and address.
I believe her.
And clear the air.
I believe her. I believe that she's doing it to get the work done, which she was elected for. So she should at least come and state why she appointed 50 SSAs, and I hope she gets the work done just like she promised during her campaign.
Yeah, I know she has her reasons.
I just want to hear it, and maybe if it's not good enough, then I can criticize her.
Well, I have just one word for the newly elected Unical SUG president. Please, please, and please, we are begging you, come and address address the nation, because it has become a national issue.
Yes.
It's no longer a Unical issue. No. It has become a national issue because it's making waves on the internet, and people are watching. Other SUGs in other federal and state universities and private universities are watching, and even the politicians, you people are protesting for them to make Nigeria better, are still watching. So we indulge you to come out and tell us what you are doing with 50 A's, because we have a situation where the president was elected. When the president won the election, he started appointing his own aides, and people were talking that this is too much. Yes. President, what do you need it for? You don't need this, you don't need that. And I believe that most of the people who are being appointed as the aides to the Unical SUG president should also be among those who are protesting, crying out that Tinubu should do this, Tinubu should reduce this or do that. They are now in the office seated, waiting to receive their monthly salary. So I indulge you, Unical president, please and please address us and let us know what you are doing with 58, because I feel it's too much.
Okay. So
Blessing, tell us what else do you have for us today on what's trending?
The 2024 Olympics is ongoing, and we can see trending all over the internet, and it's being held in Paris. So, but another one caught my attention. There is a certain story going around about Nneka. Anit Nneka Echikumoke is a Nigerian American hammer thrower. So in 2020 Olympics that was held in Tokyo, she was disqualified alongside with others due to technical errors from the side of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. I mean, their negligence, they call it clinical error or one thing. And so this year, Nneka decided to take a different path. She now represented the America, and she won.
Nice one.
For the first time, American has a medal winner. She won the silver medal for America, and I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. Congratulations, Nneka.
Wow, that's a big thumbs up to Nneka. We'll send our congratulations to her.
Congrats.
Well, this also points down to our government. It points down to the same thing we are talking about government. You understand? The government the government for the people and by the people. Is so sad that in our system of government you have a lot of helpless nepotism.
Yes.
Patrick Obiambo, who was a politician that speaks a lot of grammar, he called it epileptic nepotism. So it's epilepsy is a sort of helplessness.
Yes.
It's a helpless nepotism whereby because I don't know if we don't appreciate what we want. Of course, the people are there to take it. We have similar cases in the medical lines. We have our doctors are all over in the UK doing very well.
Outside, yes.
They are doing very well.
They are underpaid in Nigeria here. So what do you expect?
They are doing very well. So in this
when
case,
they go there, they give them a very good pay.
They pay them well because they know what they are doing. These people know what they are doing. It's not in a situation whereby I will be maybe I might be the governor of a state, and I will have to appoint my niece or my wife or my in-law. Even when you should go for the job. You have people. Why? Let us tell us why we couldn't nurture Nneka. Why we couldn't keep her. I don't know the reason why. Technical issues. Of course, there will be an excuse. Just the same excuse they will come up with anytime they want to do one or two things. They always have an excuse.
Adding to that, some people online has opinion. Someone said here that wow, she made a smart choice. your allegiance should lie where it is appreciated.
Exactly, just like what happened to Favour Ofili. It's a similar story with what happened to her. But thank God, at least she went and she got the 6th position, which we thank God.
She went after
for not even giving up. Yeah.
She was initially disqualified.
Yeah. No, this was like
her name was omitted because of some technical issues.
It doesn't concern them. There is none of their business as far as maybe one of their daughter or one of their child is not competing. So it's always about one of their own. So the girl have to come online and cry out. After crying out, the man in charge now made a post saying that he agreed that there was an issue from their own end and they are working to settle it. Favour was crying. She started again. She made another post. He said, "I've not heard anything, no man." So when she now when her name was now entered to participate in the 200 meters run, she also made a statement. I'm going to participate in the 200 meters run, and she participated and she came out 6th position.
But initially she was meant to participate
100 meters, 200 on the whole competition that has to do with running. She was meant to represent the 100 meters, 200 meters.
Who knows if she was allowed to participate if she was not omitted on the 100 meters? She might have won us a silver or gold medal.
Yes, she would have.
Because that point in time, that point that her name was omitted, a lot will be going on ahead. She will be demoralized. She will lose hope. She will be like.
I'm even surprised that she actually got 6th position.
When she came out, I saw a video trending online. When she came out, and people was videoing her and telling her congratulations. She just said, "I'm tired." You don't know if it's mentally tired or tired for the run. I mean, every other thing can.
We'll still give her a thumbs up for at least trying,
for not giving up.
For not giving up. And this sends a message to our government. The same way that people are crying out and protesting, our people are out there trying to make the nation proud. There are people who are willing to die for this country. There are people who are willing to sacrifice all they have for this country.
Not enabling us.
That's why the protest is going on. That the government should come up. And this has sent a message to although there are people have been before now, people have been crying and crying from the times of Fela Anikulapo Kuti. They have been crying and crying and crying all till date. We are still crying. The situation where we have nepotism in our system of government is crippling the country.
Exactly.
We are having the best of our best leaving the country. We're having the best of our doctors living in the country. We're having the best of our engineers living in the country. We're having the best of our athletes living in the country. We have a lot of footballers who are no longer playing for Nigeria. They are playing for other countries and they are doing so well. This has our people in government, the people in the sports, whatever ministry you are in. Nepotism is nowhere about. Someone, if I'm not qualified, if I'm your son, I'm your niece, I'm not qualified for that position, why give me that position? I'm going to mess it up. Imagine a situation whereby you appoint me or you bring me in as a doctor in charge of a particular hospital because I am your niece.
Oh my God!
I'm your nephew.
Will you be able to bring your family member to that?
Will him himself that appointed me come for me to be able to examine him?
They will go to another hospital.
Yes.
So this is why many of them will fly out.
They will tell you doctors don't go abroad. But they don't get their medical attention, medical this thing here in Nigeria. They always travel.
They will travel out.
And I also have issue with Nigerians too. Why do we always cry out only when it affects us? Because that's another problem. Not only when it affects you. As far as it's not affecting you, it's none of your business. And those are the issues.
Well, the human beings are created naturally to be selfish.
Shabby.
Yes, there's no two ways about it. Selflessness is something you develop. It's something you build in yourself. It was something you decide to do. The ability to see that this person is suffering. You take off your own cross to carry his or her cross to help the person.
So there's nothing wrong with being selfish.
Human beings are created that way. We are created to our own self, my own self. Before any other person, I have to myself first. Just me, myself, and I first. So in that situation, I actually don't blame them entirely for that. No. Because selflessness is something
different altogether.
Yes, we are born that way. We are born to be yourself. Be yourself. Even in the Bible, the Bible say, if you love your neighbor as you love yourself. That means you cannot love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. And when the Bible said, give, if you have 2 clothes, give your neighbor 1. The Bible doesn't say, if you have 1 clothes, take it off and clothe your neighbor. So it's all points to yourself first.
You having enough.
Yes, all points to yourself first. You must have for yourself before you can be able to give. And we are not telling our politicians to eat all our money first and be full before they give to us. They have eaten enough. You know, they have a lot of vehicles, a lot of private jets, a lot of buildings.
They should share it
because someone might be watching. Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. That's all.
So please, people have eaten enough. Let these things get to us.
Yeah.
Let it touch us. Nigeria has gone from the top African country to going to the list. And what are we crying for? The basic amenities. What are the basic amenities? You have road, light,
hospital,
water, hospital. And this is something that is not up to 1% of the money they make in a month. Why not do these things right? And if you do these things right, and if you like embezzle the whole oil in the whole money in this country, nobody will go to talk to you. Because when we have constant electricity, we have good roads to access factories, to run our factories, to access the farmers.
Yeah.
People when you talk about being comfortable, we are not even crying for much. Yeah. If the farmers have good access to the farm, if they have good access, if they can actually go to farm peacefully without being fear of herdsmen, a lot of things will put in place.
Yes.
So to stop all this Japa syndrome, because people are leaving.
Exactly.
People are leaving. Now imagine Nneka had left to serve the United States, and she won silver medal for the first time. For the first time.
The annoying thing here is she was originally American born. Like, she can always represent America, but she chose Nigerian first.
2020.
Because she is proud to be a Nigerian, but they disappointed her. Like, someone that have an option to represent America say, no, let me come home. And you came home and it was not welcoming. We have a lot of people leaving the country that way, from the sports sector to the medical sector to all sectors being affected. And we don't
even our teachers are leaving.
I don't blame them.
So the government need to do something about this. People they place in office need to do something about this. This high rate of nepotism have to be stopped entirely, so that we can make Nigeria better, and so that we can be able to keep our young ones, keep them, people who are good at what they do, be able to keep them in our country and make Nigeria better. That is all we have to say.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's all we are crying for.
Yes.
So alright, Tata, what do you have for us today on what's trending?
Not much. I think I saw a question that is trending online on X, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah. So the question is, my friend is in a dilemma. His current job pays about 700k. However, he basically does nothing. His brain isn't taxed. He just does routinary admin work.
Wow.
He has an offer with a lower pay, 500k. However, with lazy learning opportunities, intellectual stimulation, his concern is for his employability skill in the future. If he keeps doing this routinary work for a 200 pay difference, and I completely understand that, but 200k difference every month is actually a lot, 2.4 million per year. So the question now is, what would you think? Okay, so what would you do if you are to be this person? What would be your reaction? Like, what's your choice? Will you leave your job to go for the 500k job because you're not using your brain, you are not being taxed?
Okay, so if I get it correctly, you said he just they come, they clean table. He doesn't do much.
Yes.
And they pay him several hundred thousand, and he feels like he's not doing anything. Like he's whiling away his time, not mentally equipping himself. The environment is not pushing him for growth.
Yeah.
So he's not really hustling for any promotion or any challenging stuff. So I don't agree with him leaving his job. There are other things you can always do. There are so many online things you can always do to equip yourself. There are some people, they already have their job, but they have a side hustle which they do for fun. I have somebody I was talking with online. He has his job, then he has a clothing website where he sells clothes online. So if you make an order, he will place it. He has some influencers, but he's based in UK. He has some influencers he was working with. So when we are talking, he said I already have my job, but this my page mostly. If you check it, you will see all my brands there. I don't post my face. It's just basically I'm here just to promote my business. Once I promote it, I attach the link. The person likes the clothes. You just click on it and make an order. So that you just have to choose something which you feel like you like. You already have a job. It's not like you're going to fetch your money immediately, but it will with time. So try to create that which you want for yourself instead of looking for another job that will be challenging for you. I also understand him. Some people don't really know how to do business. So, but I don't agree with him. If I am the one, I would not want to go to a lower pay because the environment is challenging. I will definitely fix myself on 1 or 2 online activities that will tax my brain, and I will meet amazing people while
Exactly. To me, I would say that this young man doesn't know what he wants. Yes, because you can't be getting 700k and you want to go for 500k job because you're not using your brain. Why don't you use it on your personal self? Start creating something. Start working with your brain or whatever. Start doing it as a side hustle. So why will you even consider quitting your job to get 500k?
I think we are getting this very guy wrong.
Okay.
We are all getting him wrong.
Okay.
You have a situation whereby this guy is concerned about his employability in the future. If you read that question very well, he's talking about his employability in the future. If you retain the 500,000, 700,000 naira job, he's not concerned that if he's being sacked here, what else does he have to offer?
The new job.
In the new job. Now, you have companies that when you work with them, you develop. They have companies that when they employ you,
they'll be training you.
You are just you just know how to use Microsoft Word, CorelDRAW, and all that. But when you start working with the company, within some time, 5 years, know that you have learned a lot of skills.
Yes.
You've learned a whole lot of skills. I have a lady friend, Abigail. She works with an Indian company in Lagos. According to her, she has already started with 150,000 or thereabouts. Okay, but along the line, I think about 1 year or 2 years plus, I think the company is about sending her to learn a skill.
Yeah.
So
they always do
that. Even banks.
When you work with a company, so the guy is concerned that maybe I just come here, just like employing someone coming to this office in the morning, and all the person just comes to do is to sit down and wait for clients to come to the office, and maybe in a week you just have only 2 clients that come to the office. The person is apparently doing nothing. You understand? I understand the where she can use that her time to start buying and selling goods online. No, the world is actually this guy is concerned about his inputs, not for himself. Yeah, he doesn't feel useful. He's concerned about, if I leave this company now, what are my employability? What are the things that I have that can make other companies to employ me? Apparently nothing. It's only that thing that he learned. Maybe he was just a graduate.
Yeah, you're
just a fresh graduate.
Yeah, you have a point. But what if, you're talking about him losing the job.
Yes.
What will he gain? How will he get another job? Okay,
yes.
What happens if he loses this 500k job.
Now, if you lose the 500k job that you've just gotten, and you might have, let's assume that you came into the 500k job as
You don't just lose jobs though.
I know. We're saying that before you lose job, before a company sack you, company don't sack that way. Before a company sack you, you must, is apart from the fact that the people who have grudges or that are the MDs who are always, but before a company who knows where they are going and says that you are profitable to this company, they hardly lose you. They would rather double your salary, double your pay instead of letting you go. So if eventually he loses this job, let's assume that he came into this company he left the job with 700,000, where he was learning nothing, he was absolutely doing nothing. There's no intellectual thing that he's getting, and he stepped down to a 500k paid job. You understand? And just what he knew was how to use the Corel Draw and do that thing. Then when he comes to this particular place, the company spends their resources.
Train you.
From there, he became a programmer. I put you, if that guy is stepping down, his CV have actually developed.
Yes.
His CV actually developed. If that guy stepped out from that company, he loses that job for any reason, which I doubt any company that spend their money to train you will hardly let you go. But then eventually, because of maybe economic crunch down the company, you lose that job.
Yeah.
Your CV has been updated from just a Corel Draw user to a programmer. If you submit your CV, you might even get a job higher than the 700k job.
With a better experience.
Okay.
So I have had a similar experience. I was working with a delivery company in Cyprus, and I'm someone who loves to be creative. Like if it's by the time I would like, and what am I going to do? I love to be creative, and I love creative people being around me. So all my job is basically to carry scooter and go and deliver pizza, deliver this door to door, in there in Europe. So, but at a point, I submitted my application to several companies. This guy called me. He repairs computer as Wells. I believe he'll be hearing me right now. As well, he employed me. He's a computer. He repairs computer. He comes there. He told me, okay, I was being paid 20 euro per delivery that I make. So in a day, I'm making up to 300, 500, 400 euros.
Nice.
Depends on that day. So this guy employed me and said that he's going to be paying me 300 euros, sorry. So I was like a month, and the distance where I'm coming from. So I was like, I don't think that 200 euros can't do compared to what I am getting. I said, okay, can you give me accommodation? Let me be sleeping in your apartment. Because of the kind of visa I went with, he's not allowed to employ me. I'm unemployable in his own area of work. That's skilled labor of repairing computers. But he actually took the risk. He said, okay, I should want to be sleeping in the workshop. I slept in the workshop, and when he saw what I was doing, this guy said, okay, he opened his warehouse, showed me heaps of computers piled up.
Wow.
He said,
maybe abandoned it.
He said, for each computer that I repair, he will pay me 20 euros.
Wow. And it's going to be fun because if you challenge,
yes.
You are solving the problem. So it's not about the money. You are solving the problem. When I pick up this computer, I do this, I take it out. You will find out that you are even learning more. I learned how to repair computer in Computer Village in Lagos State before I traveled. So when I developed more, I learned a lot of things trying to solve that particular problem.
Yeah.
He also taught me. Before the job couldn't last longer. Just like you said now. What about if I lose that job? Now I lost the job. Why did I lose the job? Because the people, his fellow citizens, they started coming, seeing me in the workshop. They said, it is not Africa, Nigeria. Say it's against the labor law to employ this person. Now I'm making me say that he cannot employ me. I cannot stay work with him again. I should leave. But yes, I left. But I left with something.
Yes.
I left with a lot.
A lot knowledge.
I left with a lot. So this is what the guy is. This is what the guy is trying to know.
There is no subsequent training. When I worked with Pure Flour Mills, we produce noodles, produce pasta, we produce indomie, produce mini chin chin. When I worked with them, there's always training. There's a time they will hire a nutritionist to come and train us. They will do a medical checkup. They will tell you what is lacking in your body. The nutritionist will talk to us for hours. We'll also do HSE training. That's security training. This fire extinguisher, that's what I have to do with. They will tell everybody, stop this fire. Every now and then we'll do training. But I didn't stop to them. Me, I like to be creative too. So when I stayed there, all I do was to do packaging inside the production and talking with all those people that are not really, I'm not trying to compare, but they're not really that open-minded just like me. So I needed something to engage myself with. So there's a time they said they need people to be testing the product. So that's sensory panelists. So anytime they have any gym product, they will have to compare. So they have to train us. Some of us, you have to pick an interest first. Okay. So I picked an interest, and now, so anytime there's a new intake to test this, they will tell you, okay, test the threshold. Is it better? Is it that? So I did not stop there. Every month we usually do pasta and snacks day. So I always write drama. I have my own drama crew. They came and see, they asked me, listen, I miss you. When will you come to Port Harcourt? So I write a small drama, we'll act a small drama there every last Friday or Sunday of the month. We'll do pasta and snacks. We'll cook. So my crew member will not act. So because of that, anytime they're having this HSC program, they will call one man from Lagos. They will now call me to come and write drama. They want drama related to security, how we're not supposed to be running when there's an emergency. So even at that, when I was trying to go, I wanted to receive lessons.
It's always supposed to go whatever place you are.
Yeah, very important. A positive mark. No, mark.
No, yes.
So it was fun. It was fun while it lasted, but I really enjoyed my stay there. No, definitely. I don't want to really remain the whole packaging stuff, so I wanted to join different things by then. So it made me to have a different kind of levels, because anytime that man from Lagos came for training, like that 2 days training, I know they enter production company, so everybody was just the best for me. You come work, they work.
you know, people, especially in this, Nigeria is a third world country, a developing country. You understand? We are still developing, so it's a third world country, and people are more focused on what to eat, clothing, shelter. People are not ready to give out. I have a company where I worked. My in-laws company, my mentor. My salary there was 50,000, I think close to 60,000, and we do a lot of things. He basically school furnitures and board production. So people complain a lot because one of his boards is being sold for 750,000. If you go to ASUT, that's the board we installed there. It's sold for 750,000. Schools development and support. So one of the workers will be like, they're agitating, so he's paying me 70,000, paying me 80,000. Oh, look at the amount of money our guy is making. So, but the man on some occasional days, he will be like trying to let you know the knowledge you are acquiring
from here.
You came into the company with no skill, no knowledge. And now, even if you decide to leave SDS today, you can decide to open a workshop where you can be building chairs.
Your own experience.
Your own experience. Even if you decide to go and work for another company, you can use that experience and work for another company. So in most cases, it's so unfortunate that a lot of employees these days don't think of that part. They only think about the money they are being paid. It's not enough for me. The boss is making so much money. The boss is, you hear them saying that what this man is using you. It's using you. This person is using you. But how about thinking what you like? You came into this establishment with zero skill.
Are you chained?
You are. Many of them will leave. But I put it that a lot of things that I have done today, both in the business aspect, when writing, because I'll work in the factory. This month you put me in the factory. I'll stay in the factory for like 6 months or 4 months. Tomorrow you start to come to the office. Next tomorrow, he said I should stay in the stock as a stockkeeper. So you see how the level of experiences I have gathered. If I can manage my own company.
Yes.
I can tell people, okay, stockkeeper, this is how you keep stocks in company. This is how you do this is how you have experience. Yeah. If I go in the factory, I can say, okay, this is how this is being done. Do it this way. Yes. A whole lot of experience. In fact, it was the one that sent me to go and learn computer repair. He paid for it. I learned the computer repair. The idea was that because the schools instead of as a school management, we can also repair school computers because we repair and install projectors for the schools. So if I know the level of knowledge I have acquired, we just pause the payment. And most people, if you go, I paid 100,000 to learn that computer repair as a skill. So for me to even learning those all those things in his company, I'm supposed to pay, but he's paying you.
Yes.
So if employees have this mindset, I believe
no matter how small, every this thing counts. Every knowledge counts.
It counts.
When I was, I did not go to this computer lesson that some people used to go. When I was in SS2, SS3, they picked the first, second graders and third people, first position, third position from our schools, and gave us scholarship somewhere in ASBS, that's a computer training center. Yeah. So every Thursday, Wednesday, after break, we would now go and train there. They offered us certificates. So later, because when my elder sister finished secondary school, she went to 6 months computer lesson. Oh, that God said, bless you, I'm not going. I already know the basics, and that's what I used to further. But my other sisters and every other one have to go into. Yeah. So even though it was not really that intense, but I got the basic knowledge, which helped me to go through with the whole my jam, my everything.
I did that after my secondary school.
You did computer training. I did not, because when I was in school, I got a scholarship that was sponsored by our school. They just choose people. So after break, I mean two times in a week, all of us go there. They will train us. So I did not actually spend an extra time.
No, skills are very nice.
So no matter how small, it leaves an impact.
Yes, a very big impact. Even that you are developing yourself. But this is to round up the show because of our time. This is a call to our youth out there, to the employees. 70 to 80% of employees out there have this mindset that a company. Yes, we'll have companies that are dubious. You understand? They make use of you. They try to extract the knowledge you have and do away with you. Yes, we know of that. But if you find yourself, if an employee should have the mindset that, just like that guy, if you are in an organization where you are not creating impact and you're not receiving impact, I don't think you should be there. No matter how much you are being paid, that company can do away with you at any time. Rather, look for a place where you can grow. You grow mentally, intellectually. You are adding value to yourself, and in turn, adding value to the company.
And
the company nobody will lose, and in society, nobody will be scared. Nobody will want to lose each other because the company is impacting you, and you're impacting the company.
Exactly.
You are getting.
You solve a very huge problem.
If you decide to leave tomorrow, you are leaving with a big gain. If you table your CV to any company and they see that, then you might even have referees. Oh, this person is good at what he does. But yes, I understand the fact that people are after the money in this country, but it's not easy in this country. It's not easy, especially in Lagos. If you work in Lagos, you are earning 100,000 naira, you're earning nothing because you will spend 80,000 naira on transport and feeding and housing.
House rent.
We understand that, but that is why you need to develop your skill. You develop it. Don't stay because they are paying me 1 million naira. I want to stay in this company. Let me just relax. That one immediately that company loses. Coronavirus was a typical example.
Yes, you must have a side hustle.
Coronavirus was a typical example.
My friend's dad was affected, but the good thing is the man already had the land. He built a house. He had tenants, so it was not. It affected him in terms of finances, but he already made 1 or 2 investments. So he had tenants, which is current rents from.
What if those tenants that moment couldn't pay up?
I'm just saying that at least something came up, but he was retrenched. He lost his job.
If people that was retained and employed during that coronavirus period are people who have intellectual ability to offer to a company.
Yes.
The company that provides solutions online.
A lot there. God.
There are people that company that we are working online 247, and people we are employed, people we are sacked, and people we are replaced with them.
Yes.
So it's all important in whatever you are doing. Don't just you have a long time to. You have a long way to go. Just like the person saw the mathematics, they say $200,000 is too much money. In 1 year, it's 2.something million. Can't you everything in 1 year? Before that 1 year will end, their mom will call in the village that they are done. You carry all the $2 million and give to the
Grandma, don't swallow.
You will carry all the money and give to them, and the whole money will disappear. And you start from zero again, and you have zero knowledge, zero skill. Then the person that was earning 500,000 naira that was not even selling 200,000 naira have acquired new skill, and they will employ him, and you now be looking for job.
It's on for a promotion.
Yes,
that's
because
they raise them.
They will raise it. That company they will still raise it because he has developed. He's no longer a computer typist. Yes. He's now a programmer. The company will raise his bar.
The more you are, the more this thing.
Yeah, even if you don't have any skill, as long as you are working, you are employed in a company. Try, you learn online. You mustn't start going out you can learn online.
Seriously, why are some companies not helping? They should always try to empower their staff too. And everywhere I work, most of the time I basically see there as my place of abode. So I want to learn. I like to create problems and solve it. It's better that way. If I'm not doing or solving anything, it's better say I'm not there. To me, so there should be some impact in wherever you are working. So that company itself know they try.
Any company that is bent on that has the vision of sustainability and
in the long
growth will have maybe by monthly.
There should be training.
There will be training for the staff.
Yeah.
You have people you send for training for the particular people. You have people you send for the particular. It keeps the company growing. I understand why so many companies don't do it. You have a situation whereby you send a staff and special chapa.
There was a work I wanted to apply.
But that's where the law comes in.
Yes, sign a contract.
He
said 2 years. You don't have to live 2 years because they're going to train you. I think they're going to send us to Lagos and train. I think it's designing stuffs, but it's the hardcore ones on computer. He said, but then I was just looking for a job because of my NYC, so I was not really. So I know if it's a contract of 1 year plus. When I'm still trying to go and serve, so I don't even know where they're going to post me yet. So I was looking for something to do for the meantime while my thing was out. So, but it's understandable. They explained everything. They are going to train you. So after 2 years, if you come out, you're going with something. It's a win-win situation. At least you have also worked for them and they have gotten the value for the money and everything.
Alright, we'll have to come to the end of the show today. It has been an interesting discussion, and I believe we all have learned a lot, and you viewers out there is also learning something. As we'll tell you here on the Perennials show, we are giving you entertaining and informative what's trending, so you get entertained and you also get the information, you get the gist, you get to learn from our show. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram at the Perennials, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you've not watched our previous video, please go and watch it, like it, share your views on the comment section, and share our video. Thank you, Agatha, for having you here today. Thank you, Blessing.
Thank you,
and we'll see you tomorrow again, same time, 9 a.m. Thank you.